Hi guys, it's Monique from earlylearningmom.com. I'm just here today to come and kind of give you guys an update about how we are using the Doman method with our son Zachary. In the past, a couple of years ago, I mentioned that I went to Philadelphia to take a course at the Institute of Achievement of Human Potential, also known as the IAHP. And it was founded by Glenn Doman and is currently run by Janet Doman. And back in 2016, I flew down there by myself and took a one-week course on how to help. It's basically the What to Do About Your Brain Injured Child course. And it is geared towards parents of special needs children. Whether your child has autism, ADHD, a learning disability, Down syndrome, epilepsy, the list goes on and on and on. So I went and took that course in 2016, and I came home and I started implementing some of the program with our son Zachary. And we saw a lot of change in him, and we were really happy with it. And so I decided that I wanted to take this to the next step. So we applied for a grant with the Elks of Canada, and they helped us fund paying the tuition basically for my son to have an assessment done by the staff at the Institute. And so when we went out there, we worked with many great staff members, and they put together a personalized program for Zachary. And so we spent the first day we arrived at the Institute itself. We had appointments to do basically medical evaluations, measurements, weights, going through medical history, all that stuff, how he developed as a child, everything with a fine-tooth comb. And then on the Tuesday and Wednesday, Zachary stayed with his dad at the hotel. They dropped me off in the morning, and they kind of went and did their own thing. And I went and sat through 2 days of basically lecture series 2. So it's the continuation of What to Do About Your Brain Injured Child. And then on Thursday and Friday, we went back to the Institute with my husband and my son, and we met with the staff members, and they had, during the 2 days that I was taking the lecture series 2, they were in talks and creating a customized program exactly for my son. So we spent those 2 days learning how to run these programs. And we came home and we did them. And it was fantastic. We did really well. We worked on those programs for probably a year. And we have now kind of taken a step back. And it's not because they weren't working. That is not the thing at all. Basically here in my province here in Canada, in Manitoba, we have ABA program that Zachary was involved with before we started working with the Institute. And what happened here is this is the last year that he was eligible to take the school age program. Even though he's homeschooled, we're able, as registered homeschoolers, we're able to take to work with this program. And for those who don't know what ABA is, it's Applied Behavioral Analysis. And ABA worked really well for my oldest son. It's kind of hit or miss with my youngest son. However, I'm of this mind, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, and I would really kick myself if we didn't take this opportunity to use the funding that we're receiving from the government to run an ABA program in our home. With additional support, we get an extra 5 hours a week with respite to come in and help us out. And I kind of needed a mental break. I needed to reevaluate where I was coming from with the Doman method. And also, we added in basically a supplement program loosely following Dr. Amy Yasko, and we did a lot of genetic testing, and we were adding in some different supplements, and we've noticed huge growth in Zakari doing this, fitting his supplements to these particular tests that we've done. And I can share more about that later. But that was really, first of all, time consuming, and it was costly. It was very expensive. I think in Canadian funds, the DNA test cost me $700. So I figured, seeing we had the ABA over here, and we were putting our energy into healing his body, and I felt like that was the way to go right now. And then I can turn around, and when we do our next appointment with following the Doman method, we're providing them a healthier child. And he's happier and he's healthier. And it's just to say, just because I'm not following all of the Doman programs per se, I think once you take the What to Do About Your Brain and Your Child course, or Doman International offers From Special Needs to Wellness, which my understanding is a very, very, very similar program, you never look at your child the same way. So even if you're not doing your daily reading program, or you're not doing your daily creeping or crawling, or you're still doing things with your kids that you wouldn't have done before. Talking to them like they understand, because they do. And I think once you're a Doman mom, you're always going to be a Doman mom. And what this means for us is, we still have the brachiating bar. Let's see if I can show you that. I'm not sure if I can turn this. There we go. So we still have our brachiation ladder, and we have our monkey bars, and we still have our crawling track. So just because, sorry, I'm getting used to this camera. Let's lift this up a touch. Just because we're not following the program strictly, we still have the brachiation ladder. Z is still hanging from that daily, climbing on it daily, getting that exercise from there daily. We're still using the crawling track. We're still, playing creeping games and stuff. But we have kind of just taken a step back. And now that I did think about, I'm going to be honest here. I had an appointment booked in August with Doman International. Not August, April. We have an appointment now in August. I booked an appointment in April with intentions of starting back up in April. But financially, it just didn't work out. I needed to spend a little bit more on some more testing. And I just didn't feel, I felt like it was a waste, because we'd still have ABA here till August. So our tutor would still be doing ABA stuff, like our respite worker, and I would be coming in with Doman International program, and I just felt like I should save that money and time for when we can fully invest into a new program. So right now we're doing a lot of our old program. We are, instead of using a lot of homemade books, his eyesight is fantastic when it comes to reading, and we are reading out of commercial books right now. I have a bunch of homemade books ready to jump into new programs, but I have a feeling that that program's going to tweak. I have a feeling we're going to be maybe doing some running programs. My husband takes my son several times a week for a run. It's as it warms up, it's becoming a daily run. If it's cold or rainy outside, he has him running kind of like a circuit in the basement. So he's getting his running in. And like I said, once you become a Doman mom, or a professional mom, as Glenn Doman put it, you always think that way. And so that's just kind of where we are right now. And so, like I mentioned, I canceled the appointment in April. It just didn't feel like the time for us. And as a mom, you have to follow your gut. Let me just adjust this. So as a mom, you have to follow your gut. And I felt like, you know what? It was a waste to do it then because I wasn't ready to jump right into that program. So basically, what we did was I moved our appointment and I put it in mid-August. And so basically we'll have our appointment, which we are doing remotely, so it'll be through Skype. We are working with Doman International, not with the institutes anymore. That's another video of why we switched, but I'll share that later. That'll make this video way too long. So basically we have a remote appointment with Doman International the second or third week of August. I have to check my calendar. And then I have the week off after that, and during that time it is going to be family time. We are going to be probably renting an Airbnb cabin and going away and just spending time outside and being together as a family. And then when I come back the last week of August and just before my oldest goes back to school, I plan on really putting together materials, getting everything in order, and come the beginning of September when we start our new homeschool year, we are going to be full force into Doman International or Doman Method programs. And ABA will be by the wayside. I really don't feel that ABA is, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. ABA hasn't been as successful with my oldest, with my youngest, as it has been my oldest. And I wanted to give it that one last shot, just so I know as a mom that I gave it its best. And I mean, it's a really difficult program to get into here. It's government funded, but very, very limitedly funded. Like, wait lists are terrible. And this is the last year they're offering the school age program. It is discontinued as of the end of August 2019. It no longer exists. So we didn't have an option to postpone it. We were actually supposed to do that program in 2017 to 2018 school year, and I postponed it. We applied, we were accepted, and I postponed it and held it to this year. And we were told if we don't do it this year, we'll never be able to do it. So I did it. Was it the right choice? I don't know. I guess only time will tell. We'll see come the end of the school year, but we did it, and I don't regret it, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting back full force into the Doman International program. So anyhow, that's kind of my Doman Method / ABA update, and just stay tuned. I'm going to do a few more of these videos just to keep them a little bit shorter, and I will share with you why we've decided to go with Doman International. And I'm open to questions too, so feel free to ask me any questions you might have. And thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my blog, www.earlylearningmom.com. Please like and subscribe. I have a goal this year to try to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you like these Doman videos, be sure to like them and comment and let me know, and I'll keep them coming. Thanks for watching.